Hi, I'm with the Committee of Guitar Stories. Would you like to hear one? Hello, my name is Henry Klein, and you are watching Guitar Stories Episode 3, What Will It Be? If you watched the last episode, you know that I went over the very first guitar I ever owned and the very second guitar I ever owned. And as I was looking over the guitars I currently have, I realized that this is definitely, if my memory serves me correctly, this would be number 3 that I've bought and kept. And this guitar to me, also I'm using a different lighting scheme today, so we'll just try this out. I know it's a bit darker than the last video, but anyway, so hope you don't mind. But if you watched the last episode, so you know I have those two guitars, which I forgot to name them, but the Fender Strat style guitar I call Rick, and the LTD EC256 I call Lucy. Well, this is, well, let me take the tuner off. This guitar is called Izzy, and I think I bought it around 2012, 2013. I think I was graduating high school. It might have been like junior year of high school, 2012, I don't know. Somewhere around there. And basically, I know the lighting isn't probably doing this any favor, but this is like a real dark green colored, well, let me back up a little bit, sorry. I do these unscripted if you can't tell. So to go back a little bit, Honest Ron was the name of the luthier shop, and the guy that he ran a guitar repair shop here in Oklahoma City on 10th and Penn, around roundabouts 10th and Penn, or 10th and May? 10th and May, sorry. But anyway, he ran a shop there, and unfortunately he's retired now, so I don't get to see him anymore, but when I was pretty early on into my guitar journey and stuff and needed repairs and whatnot, I would go see him. And, super nice guy, very quirky. I won't go too much into, how he was, but he was a really cool guy, and I appreciate everything he taught me over the years as I would go in there. But I think I went in there probably when I was 16, and I saw this guitar, and I wasn't familiar with Ibanez guitars. I wasn't familiar with like super strats or anything like that. But the color of this guitar, even though I have the lights dim, sorry, but the color of this guitar kind of caught me at first because it was just a dark green, which I love, like emerald or green colors for the most part. Maybe not neon, but but this caught my eye, and I'm trying to think. I saw a price tag on it, but I was scared to ask because I didn't know that this was like an Ibanez S body. And then he actually built this neck, so he's a luthier. He built this neck to be like an Ibanez spec'd neck, I guess, for like an S series guitar. So I guess the original neck on this broke or something, and then he slapped this neck onto it, and then he was selling it. And one day I finally asked him, I was like, well, how much do you want for that guitar? And he was like, oh, it's for 180 bucks. Like, I'll sell it to you for 180. And I was like, oh, and I was intrigued by this apparatus, the Floyd Rose. And I had never owned a guitar like that. I hadn't even really played on one like that before. So I went for it. I was like, yeah, that sounds great. 180 bucks, sure. So when I was a junior was when I finally asked him, like, how much is it? And I went ahead and I bought it. Now, when I bought it, it had the stock Ibanez Floyd. And I think you'll see a pattern in these videos, but I mod the crap out of guitars a lot of times. So this is a Floyd Rose 1000, I believe, with an R3 nut, if that matters. And then I picked like the weirdest, well, a lot of people, well, my guitar teacher at the time was like, you're odd, but it's a Seymour Duncan Invader, which is a very hot bridge pickup. Then you have a Seymour Duncan STK4 single coil, and then the neck pickup is a Seymour Duncan Jazz, which is a very strange combo, I guess. But a lot of people use the Jazz for, you know, really great, like, very good clean tones, obviously. And, you know, for the bridge pickup, obviously. If I can play in key, but anyway. Also, I'm in E-flat tuning, if that matters. But anyway, so, yeah, but I bought the guitar, and then I did a lot of upgrades over a year or two. I don't even know that I changed out the electronics, like the actual wiring and the pots and stuff. I believe I just changed out the pickups and the Floyd, and those were the only two modifications I actually did. But this guitar, I almost sold it at one point in my 20s, in my early 20s, and I'm glad I didn't, because I just absolutely love this guitar. I'm not really a big fan of Ibanez anymore. I think I would like to own a Joe Satriani guitar at some point, but this guitar just plays so smooth. The neck that he made is just, you know, it's great. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, so I don't know, I really enjoy this guitar a lot, and it helped me learn how to use a Floyd and how to work on a Floyd and yada yada yada. So that's pretty much the whole story. I guess I'll just summarize by saying, you know, I miss Honest Ron. I'm sure he would still meet up with me or something if I wanted to, but I don't have his personal number, so bummer. But yeah, so great guy, and he taught me a lot, like I said, over the years. Like even if I brought in something, he would kind of tell me like what he was going to do to fix it, and not just fix it and then not tell me anything. And he even told me, I think there was a time where he wired pickups for me, and he said, like, if you want to drop in later today, I could just show you how to do it, like, step by step. Because, I mean, YouTube was around, but I feel like those kind of tutorials weren't as, you know, prevalent. So, anyway, real nice guy. A lot of people had stuff done by him, and I'll probably feature him in another episode coming up, not as a guest, but I have guitar number 4 that I would probably make an episode for is specifically from him as well. So anyway, 100% from him, not just the neck. But let's just do some, I guess I'll play a little bit through a song. I've heard that if you play too similarly to a popular song, you might get DMCA'd or copyright strikes or whatever. So I'm just going to kind of fiddle through a song. I won't even say the title of it, and hopefully you know what I'm playing. And today I'm actually going to play through a Line 6 Catalyst digital modeling amp. It sounds pretty good. So here we go. Go back to distortion real quick. I think that'll be it. But thanks for watching. After I finish this riff, I'll probably just cut out to black or whatever. But thanks a lot for watching.
Hey babe, how's the video going?
Oh, pretty good. Just showing off Izzy the Ibanez, you know, and I showed off her pickups, and I showed off the... I forgot to show off the Floyd Rose! That's good.